Zoe? Zoe? Zoe?
Shoo, bird.
Oh, shoo yourself, you big hairy lug.
What in Giles' name? I know you. You arrived with that Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
Her bird? I am my own bird, I'll have you know. Her bird. Pfft, the nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
She's not misplaced. She's with the Resistance.
The Resistance. So she did find the rebels, and she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
But to be fair to the girl, it wasn't entirely voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue! So, where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend. Do you know the old Sentinel Library outside the city? It's in ruins now, but beneath it, in the Enclave, you'll find your girl. Unless they took her head, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
I trust you got some sleep last night?
I would have, if you guys believed in bed sheets and pillows.
You are fortunate to be alive, girl. Who are you? Why do you ask questions about the Resistance?
Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. I'll keep it simple. On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. Deny everything? Or maybe... Last time I visited, I helped the Resistance. I thought maybe you'd want to return the favor.
You helped us? I'm sorry, but I do not know you.
Zoe Castillo? I'm on your side. I'm just trying to find the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Obnaxis? Of the Venar?
I have heard of the Venar, but they left the Northlands. And Obnexus? Maybe a whisper. Long ago? Nothing more. I cannot help you.
Damn. Is there anyone here who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an agent of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe! She's Zoe!
Balance.
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important mission!
I see. And who are you?
Crow! Honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan. Rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance. That's right. Here's Crow. This is him. I'm me. So... where's April? She can vouch for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as two chicks in a nest. I don't see April. Is she out on a mission, or sleeping in, or... Why are you both looking at me like that?
I thought you knew.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
April Ryan is dead, Bird. She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Myria the winter before last. She died a hero's death and was given a hero's burial. We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow! Okay, I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We met a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Ugh, he's such a... Oh. Oh. Hey! Your hair, it's so pretty.
Thanks.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Liko. He vanished in the middle of the night, chasing Kian, of course. Idiots, the both of them.
Maybe this is for the best. If Liko can help Kian...
Kian. Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
You know him?
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission.
He left last night.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help. She has questions. Maybe you can...
Of course. No problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you, Shepard.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I'm seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie. You are the best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Really? Okay. Thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepard said...
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ula. Someone, a Venar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Venar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Oh? Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you have libraries in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Venar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Ugh, sorry.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant. I assume it's not an actual dragon's head, but you just never know in this world. Shepard, leader of the rebels. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She scares me a bit.
I wish I could have been more helpful and inviting. If I'd known...
I understand. You have to be cautious.
There's much I'd like to ask you, much I'd like to learn. But with Kian gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so preoccupied.
I'd like that.
I don't know what your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo. When the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the Great Plain stands straight and tall once more.
There he is. I should go talk to Crow. I can't believe he didn't know about April. I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be. It was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things. I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? I was there. I saw it happen. I tried to help her, to save her. I know I was supposed to, but I couldn't.
Not your fault. Bad things happen. People die. Life goes on. Anyway, did I help with, you know, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
What? No?
Good, good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxis chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the city.
They kept me locked up in one of those cells all night. This may not be a prison, but it's not far from it. One night in a cell was plenty. I have no wish for a repeat visit. What's he doing? He looks nervous. Should I interfere or wait until he's done? That's the guy who put a bag over my head. That's the guy who put a bag over my head. What's he doing? Maybe I shouldn't interrupt him.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, are you supposed to be out on your own?
This doesn't look right, but I probably shouldn't be snooping. He looks guilty. What's going on here?
Is this your room?
Well, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for, it's Zoe, is it not? I'm Jakai, Benrima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Benrime? I noticed the journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the Resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
I'm sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
I believe that mural depicts this place. The Enclave. Apparently, it used to be a library. A white dragon. There's only supposed to be one of those at any given time. I met the current one. She was beautiful and eccentric. They add color to the place, if nothing else. They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library. Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot.
Abnaxis, Purple Mountains, Ular, Ula. Nope, nothing, no.
I have to resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur.
Books, please
I
don't
don't think that'd be
now.
kosher.
I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library!
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or just batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai. He's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
There must be something here. This is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that. Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
I do. I think. We haven't spoken in a while, and he doesn't know. I think we need to have a long talk if I get back home. It's been a very tough year, for the both of us. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't, until my memories caught up with me. Oh, Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
There must be something here. So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated,
Or?
or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jaharva, do I have to do everything in this place? I didn't spend all those years living on the streets of Marcuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxis' stone tree if I can't even get a mattress that isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
That guy looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure where I... Is that Blind Bob, the beggar? Blind Bob?
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Breeches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Marcuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Except for, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left my life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it. What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like. It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well, Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
General? Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kian sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary, and Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the larder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Marcuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation. How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants. And to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination? Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit. We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home, said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
I'm sure it's a long shot, but... Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye. Aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry. Purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle. Right, of course. You don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of him. Sorry.
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a... You said something about a key? To Abnaxus's house?
They called it the Abode back then. Abnaxus's Abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
What about this house? I mean, the abode?
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the center of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key? Can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron. Worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
I promise. Hey, I made progress. Blind Bob, I mean, the General, gave me the key to Abnaxus's house. I might find what I'm looking for there.
That's great! Oh, I wish I could come with you, but there's this whole furry thing I've got going on. It's a big no-no in the city these days.
Sorry about that. Humans can be real dicks sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. Some humans, not most. You're a good human. What are these dicks you speak of?
That's not important. Thanks again for your help.
Are you leaving already? I mean, we just met, and you'll come back though, right?
I hope so.
Oh, okay. Because there's so much I want to talk about, and I'll let you go now. Thanks for talking to me, Zoe. I miss you already. Shut up now. Anu, okay. Thanks. Bye!
One of those big cow turtle things I saw back in town. One thing's for sure, I'm never, ever riding one.
You spoke with the General. Did you find what you were looking for?
It's a step in the right direction.
Good. I've asked them to ready a boat for you. Whenever you're ready, it will take you into the city. I may not fully understand your role, Zoe, but there's something about you that... I've learned to have faith in the balance. The balance provides. The balance guides. It's guiding you now. You must let it take you wherever it leads, like a leaf on a river. Bend to its will.
I'll try.
May your gods favor your journey. You'll be in my thoughts and dreams.
They look like some sort of mer people. I wonder if they're real, or just a myth. They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. Row, row, row your boat, because how else will that thing make it into the city?
Shepard said to take you into town. Just get in that boat and we'll leave immediately.
Now I need to find the city green. I wish Crow was with me. I feel less alone with that silly bird around. I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless.
You're back! And your head's still on! Did you swim?
Swim? No, boat. I boated. I mean, they dropped me off in a boat.
Impressive. So, what's the next step on our grand adventure? Tea and biscuits? A hearty nap, perhaps?
I need to find the city green and the home of Abnaxus.
I visit the city green every day to clean my feathers in the fountain. Follow me.
I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. I fit right in with the locals.
I really wish you had wings.
So do I, Crow. Hey, are you okay?
Sure, why wouldn't I be?
I mean, April and...
Of course I'm not okay, okay? But I'm okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. We're okay. Don't worry about it, okay?
Okay.
She's not the first friend I've lost, and she won't be the last. You learn to roll with the punches. It's either that or punch back. Real hard.
Ulvik seems like such a lovely man. He reminds me of Sully. I miss Sully.
Ah,
Hello.
I must apologize for yesterday.
No apology necessary. I found the people I was looking for, or rather, they found me.
Good. And you saw eye to eye?
They let me go. We're on the same side. I'm a friend.
Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm very relieved. You seemed like such a nice young woman. I was worried the resistance was going to, you know...
Wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't know that was a possibility.
Well, never mind that. You still have your head. It's Zoe, is it not? What can I do for you, Zoe?
Ulvik appears to be well-travelled. Maybe he knows where he might know where Abnaxus's house is located. I'm looking for the house that belonged to Abnaxus of the Venar.
The ambassador. I met him once at a social function, must be at least 15 years ago now. Cryptic fellow, hard to understand, but pleasant enough for a politician. Didn't drink much. Though between the two of us, we cleaned out their larders. The ambassador had the good foresight to leave town before the Azadi arrived. But his house is still there. I believe they used to call it Abnaxus's abode in the old days. But nowadays it's known as an historic artifact. You can't miss it. It's right in the center of City Green. And it looks like a petrified tree. I reckon that's because it is a petrified tree. Oh, and best of luck getting inside. It's protected, if you know what I mean.
I have the key.
Oh, well, in that case, I reckon you'll have no problem getting inside, eh?
Ulvik appears to be well-travelled. Maybe he knows where it is. This is probably a long shot, but have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
I've heard of the Black Mountains, the Green Mountains, even the Speckled Brown Mountains, but purple ones? If I had to guess, I'd say look to the Border Mountains range. They stretch from one end of the Northlands to the other. I'm sure they cover the colours of the rainbow.
I'm guessing it might take a while to see them all.
About a decade, give or take a few months.
And here I was hoping to get home by next week. I should try to engage him in a friendly conversation. People say good things about you.
Do they now? Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I'm friendly to friends, civil to customers, and, less so to everyone else. But I will welcome all sorts to the Rooster, unless they're troublemakers.
I promise I'll behave. This is my chance to get to know Ulvik better. So what's your story?
My story? Well, I have plenty of stories. It'd take all day and night to tell half of them.
Are you from Marcuria?
Aye. Well, I was born here, but I was always a child of the ocean. Before he was a publican, my father was a sailor, and my mother hailed from the Southern Islands. The salty sea was in my blood. So, I ran away from home. 3 times my father brought me back before he finally relented and let me sign up. 13 years old and galley boy on the Pearl of the Great Sea. 10 years after that, I made first mate on the Kandar's Tusk. She was a great ship. I miss her like I miss a lost limb. I only returned to Mercuria to take over my father's business when he passed. He owned a tavern. Not this one, I'm afraid. It burned in the war. I fought the tyrant, joined the city guard, and then finally I scraped enough coin together to buy this place. So, here I am, both feet planted firmly on solid soil. But you know, my heart remains in the southern seas. I courted the beautiful Princess Kuamaka, angered a king, got chased off by savages with spears. I might one day go back to claim my pride and conquer a kingdom. But for now, I'm happy serving warm beer, listening to drunken confessions, and helping friends. My seditious, rebellious friends.
I can't shake the feeling that there's something about that guy I saw rummaging through Kian's belongings. The man who captured me.
Jackeye.
That's him. What do you know about him?
Jackeye Salmin, old Ben Rime's nephew. He stops by now and then, oftentimes with important messages. He does a lot of that, communications, but I don't know too much about him. Why do you ask?
Not sure. I surprised him in the Enclave. He was acting strangely.
His aunt is serving a sentence in Coldstone. I believe they're very close. That might explain his behavior.
That's probably it. Just keep an eye on him, maybe?
I certainly will.
Time to run along. I have places to go, and none of them are in here. I should get going, Ulvik.
I imagine you're busy. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Zoe. Come back anytime. I'll see you around, Zoe.
People drinking in pubs looks the same everywhere. Aside from clothes, and the drinks, and the whole ambience. It's written in an alien language. I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. If I have time after saving the world, I'll come back for some bread with jam and dancing around bonfires.
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean, reaping's a great time for me. Plenty of customers. Even if those farmers are tight-fisted, they bring their own food into the city.
They ought to do something about that.
How? I mean, farmers bring food into the city. That's what they do. That's, you know, their whole thing.
Yeah, but still.
What are those called again? Old Wayne. Alwang. Something like that. They're docile, like giant hippos. Wait, are hippos docile or are they deadly? I think deadly. Great. Nice thing. Good boy or girl.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing.
How's your memory coming along? Do you remember anything about this place
So
now?
when is this ceremony taking
I worked
place?
so hard to remember, but no, not much. It was winter.
True. Winter changes everything, what with the snow and the ice and all.
And the city looked different. Smaller.
It probably has grown a bit.
But no, I don't really remember anything at all.
Perfectly fine. I also remember very little, but then I am a bird with a bird brain. So what can you expect?
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody engineer. I'm just excited about the ceremony.
They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book. I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. What's going on here? Isn't that... Are they trying to chop down Abnaxis's abode? Great. That's great.
So this is it. Abode of, big ugly thing what speaks funny?
Apparently so.
And there's someone else here.
Apparently so.
Huh.
That's it. The home of Abnaxis. Now, I just need to find a way inside.
Once this unholy tree's been knocked down, the electric will take me seriously. They'll see I have the power to get things done. Maybe then I can stop licking the arses of the Azadi. Goddess this and goddess that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, sucking up to their feminine deity. Give me a world without gods and goddesses, a world ruled by humans and true Northlanders. No magicals, no supernatural women folk, no superstitious invaders. A world by and for man, with the woman in her rightful place at home. Go on, put your back into it, man. This is pathetic. It's merely a
I think
tree.
I saw that man in town yesterday, speaking to a small crowd. What's he doing?
Ah, a member of the voting public.
I...
Honor Hilaris, Esquire, at your service, madam. But I'm sure I don't need to introduce myself to you, hmm? You've seen my face in print and in public appearances. You know me as an honourable and truthful fellow who stands with the common man. And woman. We shan't forget the common woman. Yes, yes. I'm, of course, running for Commissioner of City Watch, a position sorely and desperately in need of new blood. The Watch needs strength, it needs direction, it needs humanity. In other words, it needs me.
He's gunning for a political position with the City Watch. I wonder what his end game is. You're running for City Watch?
Indeed, the Watch is in dire need of strong male leadership in this time of dark crisis.
Male?
As you well know, the current commissioner, a person of the female persuasion, has failed to maintain order in the city in these dark, trying times. She's been soft on sorcery, magnanimous with magicals. She's indulged the occult, and she's extended an open hand to non-humans, acting in discord with our foreign benefactors. Oh, it's understandable she's weak, she's sentimental. She's merely a woman, and she's not been able to properly inspire the men of the Watch to take appropriate action against our occult immigrants. As soon as I'm elected, this will change. We will honour Azadi law and make Mercuria pure again. No more magic, no more magicals. And our women folk can once again return to home and hearth to be pampered and protected by their husbands, fathers and brothers. As it should be, yes, yes.
It looks like they're trying to destroy Abnaxis's abode. Why are you trying to knock down this tree?
Well, it's not just a tree. It's an affront to common decency and humanity. This so-called domicile was the dark and dangerous den of one of the most militant of magicals. An abominable beast that threatened our young and our women by its mere existence. Eradicating this occult stone tree from our historic green is not just my election promise to voters, but my God's-given responsibility as a human being.
Let's see if I can get him talking about himself. He sounded more than happy to do so. It's Hilaris, right?
Oh no, Hilaris Esquire, licensed solicitor, and your candidate for Commissioner of City Watch.
It's an unusual name.
It's unique, certainly, but it's a Northlander name with deep roots in Mercurian society. My father, the esteemed Hubert Hilaris Esquire, served dutifully for many years on the council. He was respected, feared, and admired by all. Of course, that was before he was beguiled by that Wicker Witch. She used her wily sorcery and beastly sensuality to lure my father away from his family, away from us. I've sworn to restore our sacred heritage. The witches shall burn, humanity shall prevail, and the name Hilaris shall no longer be the butt of spiteful jests.
He appears to be an Azadi supporter. I wonder how genuine it is. I take it you're happy with the Azadi occupation?
No, I wouldn't call it an occupation, not anymore. The Azadi came to save us from the tyrant invaders, and they stayed to protect us against all magicals. They're our benefactors, not our oppressors. But the resistance has put us all at risk. Unless we re-establish human dominion over the Northlands, we'll be vulnerable when the Azadi eventually return to Azadir. For believe me, they will. Oh, they've promised as much. This is not their land, and this is why I run for office. To build a Mercuria by and for humans, one that can stand the test of time and stand up against occult invaders. We must invest in the future, and you can't spell future without owner Hilaris.
I've had enough. Well, best of luck with everything.
Luck is the lazy man's excuse for failure. Luck is an occult idea. I create my own destiny, young madam, and so should you. Here's my advice to you. Find yourself a decent human husband and start breeding decent human babies. This is how you can best contribute to our common manifest destiny. And remember, a vote for honour is a vote for humanity. Is that the best you can do? Oh, I'd take the axe myself if I hadn't just moisturised my hands. This, it's dry air. Well, just...
Crow, could you fly over there for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Why?
Jesus, please, Crow.
Fine. Pardon me for wanting to play a role in my own destiny. I'll do it.
A talking bird! Filthy magic! What kind of shoddy job are the Azadi doing when there are still talking birds flapping about? They should provide us with a few of their explosive sticks so that we can take matters into our own hands and eradicate this sorcerous plague. Oh, my skin! That God's damn talking bird! Magical aberration! If I get my hands on the filthy feathered thing, I'll twist its scrawny little... language. What can I do for you, young madam?
Let's play this nice and cool, Zoe. About that talking bird that's bothering you.
Yes? What about it?
I just saw it.
Where? Where? Go look for that goddamn bird over there.
Again? Seriously? Ugh. Fine.
Still, you filthy little fool. Soft-headed fool. We'll need to carry him home to have someone look at his head. The tree can wait until tomorrow. You do the carrying. I'd do it myself, but someone needs to lead the way and keep an eye out for potholes.
That was brilliant! First, I did my thing, and then that goofball tried to hit me with a rock, and then stuff happened, and Dung for Brains got knocked out, and then they all left. End scene. It was almost like one of those puppet shows that Wizard puts on in the square. It was hilarious!
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
That's the most fun I've had since... I don't know. I guess since I hung out with April all those years ago.
Locked, but I have the key. This place looks a lot bigger on the inside. It is a lot bigger on the inside. Okay, this is freaky. I feel dizzy. There must be magic here because this makes no sense. Things can't be bigger on the inside than on the outside. Then again, why should I be surprised? I've seen weirder things. Weird is my new normal. Right, so, clues.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone's here. Who's... Oh, God.
I must apologize, ma'am. I didn't mean to frighten you. Zoe Castillo. You're the last person I expected to find here.
He's right. This is a very odd coincidence. I remember him from my last visit to Mercuria. I have no memory of this man. I remember him from my last... Brian, right?
Right. Brian. Brian Westhouse. We spent a few days in cramped quarters on a small airship. I'd be surprised if you didn't remember me.
It's been a confusing year. For a while, I remembered nothing. Even when I tried my best to remember, I couldn't. Well, not until now.
I know that feeling all too well, Miss Castillo. So you're back in Mercuria, and in this place of all places. How in the name of the balance did you get inside? People have been trying for years, but this house has strong wards. Vinar magic, the oldest there is. And now I understand why. It's a treasure trove. Wait, is that the Annals of Dreaming? Good God, that's a lost treasure. Only 5 were ever made.
I'm not sure I want to tell this man absolutely everything yet. Why be secretive about it? I'm sure I can trust him. I guess it helped to have a key. I actually didn't know it was supposed to be so difficult to get in.
So there was a key all this time. The door wasn't locked with a spell. I was right. Where did you...
An acquaintance. Pure luck, I guess.
So what are you looking for here? The ambassador disappeared more than 10 years ago, as I'm sure you know.
It's not that I don't trust him, but... I should trust Brian. There's no point hiding anything from him. I'm trying to find out where Abnaxus went after he left Mercuria.
And you believe the answer's in here somewhere. You're probably right. Looks like I picked the perfect day for a stroll in the green. I was wondering why that odorous Hilarious fellow wasn't still trying to chop this tree down. Now I know. Let's see if we find anything interesting, shall we?
Those are some portentous-looking books. I wish I could read them. It's a map of the Northlands, and the border mountains are right at the top, but no purple mountains. Lots of other mountains, though. Mr. Westhouse, Brian. He seems very enthusiastic and friendly. Probably. I have a hard time reading him, to be honest. Abnaxus was a very well-read man, thing.
This is fascinating.
There are enough musty old books here to fill a university library's special collection of musty old books.
All those years, and it was right here under my nose. What does this mean?
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
What do you think this means?
I'm not sure there's much to learn from that one.
Here's another note.
On the matter of the kin and the approaching war of the balance. By Jove, this is the information we've been looking for. I can't believe it was right here all this time. Your help has been invaluable, Zoe. I'm in your debt.
This looks interesting.
The first dreamer references in the annals of dreaming. That's this book right here. And the chapter about the first dream, it's certainly a starting point. Let's see what it says.
Can you read that book?
I've lived in Arcadia for decades, and there hasn't been much to do aside from studying ancient texts, so yes, I can read this book. Let's see, the chapter in question speaks of the Ular. They are said to be wardens of the Dreaming One, whatever that means. It's a rough translation. The English language isn't quite up to the task. The Ular and the Yete, one people that split into two. That sounds familiar. It says here the Yete left the Purple Mountains to go south to burrow into the ground. Something about a well of dreams. I mean, I don't know how much of this is true and how much is fantasy or prophecy. It's a difficult book to decipher. There's also something about two dreamers becoming one. It's vague. This is almost certainly a prophecy of some sort. The Ular live on Cloud Peak. It's in the mountains of Yedra. Where's that on the map? Ah, there it is. Straight north across the plains, right in the middle of the border mountains. This is an old book, so I don't know if they still live there. I've never heard of the Ular. They might all be dead. I'm not sure how useful this is to you, but there it is.
I'm sure Abnaxus won't mind me borrowing this. I'll return it to him in person, if I make it to Cloud Peak. That note fell out of the annals when Westhouse turned the pages. This note fell out from the pages of the annals. What's a soulless stone?
I'm not sure. The Soul Stone was taken from Luke's by the warlock Clax. It must be retrieved, or the past, present, and future will cease to be.
That sounds ominous.
It does indeed. I don't know about any Soul Stone, but guessing this Clax fellow does. I wonder if Abnaxus means old Roper Clax. April told me his story. He was a two-bit wizard who resided in a floating castle up north near the border mountains. April said she taught him a lesson. She didn't get into any details, but he lost his castle. Last I heard, he's doing children's theater here in town. Reformed, apparently, if that's a thing a wizard is capable of. Sounds like this soul stone is important.
How do I go about finding it?
The clue's right here in the text. Roper Clax, wizard and puppeteer. I'd start there if I were you.
I think I have what I need. I should get going. Should we...
Would you mind terribly if I stayed here to read these books?
Well, it's private property, isn't it?
Abnaxus isn't coming back, and I've been itching for a chance to peruse his library for years now. I promise I won't remove anything or make a mess.
He might have the best of intentions, but I made a promise to blind Bob. I'd feel awful if anything happened to Abnaxus's abode. It doesn't look like Brian's going to do any damage to the place. He's respectful and curious. It couldn't hurt to let him stay. I guess... okay. I mean, it's not my house.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Castillo. I hope our paths cross again very soon.
Didn't you say something about a wizard and a puppet show?
Nope.
No, you did. You said something about a show in the square.
I did not.
Crow.
Oh, right! Roper Clax's Fingerlings! Man, that show's great. A modern classic.
Clax. He's the wizard April Ryan fought.
That's right. He was behaving badly, so she fought him and trapped him inside some sort of calculating machine. Pretty clever stuff.
Where can I find this puppet show?
I'll show you.
The Asadi remind me of the Eye. Fascist soldiers are the same everywhere, even across parallel dimensions.
The city feels all wrong without magicals around. I barely see any Dolmari or Zid in the streets these days, and you can forget about the more exotic ones. They're long gone.
It's strange. I mean, I grew up here. To me, Mercuria was always a city of both humans and...
Shiny Asadi machinery. I remember seeing these the last time I was here, but there seem to be a lot more now.
The sorcerer's soul. That's lost now.
Roper Clax, I presume. He looks wizardly, as in how I expected wizards to look when I was 10.
If you'll seek an autograph, you must purchase my book first. It's on sale today, only...
No, sorry. I need to talk to you.
Talk, hmm? Well, I only have a few minutes before my show begins, but I'm sure I can spare a couple of them for a pretty young thing like you.
It's an odd name for a children's puppet show. The Fingerlings.
Ah, my beloved finger puppets, beloved by all, children and critics alike. Gilbert Grutton of the Daily Mercurian called my show simply astonishing and wrote that it was quite impossible to look away. I couldn't believe my eyes and like a slow-motion cart wreck. You see, the Fingerlings represent a revolution in finger puppeteering, or as I call it, fingering, trademark and patent pending. The women in particular are quite ecstatic about it. Stay for the show. I guarantee a good time.
This has to be the right man. You are Roper Clax, right? The wizard?
Who told you that?
Well, that sign, for one.
No, the wizard part. Who told you? I mean, I'm merely a humble finger puppeteer trying to make an honest living in a cold and heartless world.
But you were a wizard once.
Fully rehabilitated, I don't go anywhere near sorcery, not anymore. You should really read my highly acclaimed and best-selling memoir, A Farewell to My Wizarding Ways. It's a thrilling story of redemption and romance, of dashing heroes and wicked villainesses, of flying castles and curious calculating devices. Every word of it as true as the night is dark and the day is bright, of course.
Didn't he and April have some sort of confrontation? Do you remember April Ryan?
April Ryan? Oh, yes, of course, absolutely, certainly, naturally. The bitter... the brave young woman who came to my castle and stole it, and helped me put my sorceress past behind me. How could I possibly forget?
He's obviously got some issues with April. I'd be curious to learn more. So, about April.
Why does everyone want to talk about April Ryan? She was just a weak little human who stumbled onto things she didn't... No, I must apologize. You see, April and I had some disagreements in the past. I'm past that now. I'm a different person. As for April Ryan, I hear she suffered an ignoble death at the hands of our Azadi benefactors. What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
I might as well get right to it, seeing as his show is about to begin. Do you recall owning a soul stone?
A soul stone? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just wondering, since there are so many impressive tales about your powers where I come from.
And where would that be?
That
was a long time ago. In another life. I've moved on. I'm a different person now in every way.
I was just wondering what happened to the stone.
She took it, that bitch. Balance? Pardon me? I don't know where that came from.
Who?
The Yaga, the Wicked Witch of the North, as these simpletons call her, as if they have any idea who and what she truly is. She lurks in Riverwood in the dark places. She feeds on that stone like like I said, that's in the past, and I've left it all behind long ago. Now I make an honest living bringing joy to children through my most excellent and revolutionary finger puppet theater. And on that note, I must beg your pardon, young miss. The show is about to begin.
Can we please talk again afterwards? I have some more questions.
Sure. Absolutely. After the show. Yes. Toodaloo.
Yes, here we go. This is gonna be so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans and... well, humans. And you, Azadi soldier standing over there, you're welcome to watch, just don't rattle your sabers or rustle your suits. Welcome to this morning's performance of The Fingerlings. I am your host and puppeteer, Roper Clax, esteemed thespian and raconteur, author and entrepreneur. My book is available for purchase with a free personalized dedication. Speak to me after the show. A donation is both appreciated and expected. Drop your coins into the box after the show. Remember that every iron piece goes towards a good purpose.
Woohoo! Go Fingerlings!
My beloved Fingerlings! Handcrafted reproductions of renowned actors from across Arcadia, immortalized in finger puppet form by skilled artisans. Using only the finest fabrics and natural materials, these lovely creatures are as dear to me as children, and as talented and protean as the finest human players. You're all welcome to approach the stage after the show, of course, to admire my finely crafted miniatures up close and intimately. No food, no touching, no children. And now, beloved audience, prepare yourselves for a journey into mystery, for a true story of wizardry and magic. I present to you the tale of the good-hearted wizard and the villainous wench. Once upon a time, in the distant north, there lived a kindly old wizard in a wonderful flying castle. This very friendly wizard liked to tease and toy with the people of the land, and sometimes he would do silly things like turn them into stone or furry animals and bottle up the wind. Naturally, he meant no harm, and the people of the land loved the wizard like they would a grandfather, a very young and very, very handsome grandfather. But one day, an evil sorceress from a distant land came to visit the kindly wizard. This ugly, selfish witch didn't understand that the wizard was only trying to make people happy. She used her dark sorcery to steal all of his possessions and trap him inside a tiny little box where the gentle wizard was barely able to breathe. The poor old man was trapped for many moons inside this box before a benevolent wandering god arrived to free him from his prison. The wizard pledged eternal allegiance to the wandering god in return for vengeance against the cruel witch who trapped him. Together they...
There he is, Commander. The dangerous loon who's corrupting our youth with his occult finger rings.
What? What's this? What are you doing? What's going on? You can't... Hey! Hey! Hands off!
You're teaching children of magic, old man. You ought to know better.
Release me, you dishonorable brute!
By the authority vested in me by the Greater Azadi Empire and the Emissary, and in accordance with provisional imperial law prohibiting any and all teachings of occult magic, I'm taking you into custody.
You can't do this! You don't know who I am!
Tell it to the magistrate, wizard.
My fingerlings! My precious handcrafted fingerlings! No!
I cannot believe that they arrested him. What a travesty.
I didn't see that coming.
I guess the Azadi aren't fans of creepy puppet shows either.
I think it had more to do with him being a wizard. Okay, shit. So what now? He was my only lead to the Soul Stone. All I have to go on is something about a Yaga and Riverwood.
Riverwood? I know Riverwood. I've been to Riverwood. If it's Riverwood you need, I know how to get to Riverwood.
Really? And the Yaga? The Wicker Witch?
I don't know anything about Yagas, but I do know something about witches in Riverwood. On my last trip there, we had a close encounter with one of them. That witch is toast, of course, but I can probably find my way back to Riverwood. It's north. We go north. Wait, which way is up? Yeah, north.
Okay. Okay. That's something, right? Much better than nothing. We just need a way to get north that doesn't involve me walking all the way.
Or me flying. I'm not flying all that way. I tire easily. Wait. I feel a cunning plan coming on. Follow me, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
It's either a cunning plan, or I need the toilet. But I'm pretty sure it's a cunning plan.
I still can't believe you pulled off the voice and the whole fake hand thing.
The hat looked great on you.
Totally. Not so sure about the beard, though. My face is itchy. Speaking of faces, I can never show mine in Marcuria again. Not after that last bit we did.
If everything goes well, you won't have to.
At least we have a ride. Can I trust this thing?
They're docile cows, the Elguan. Just leave it to me. Mush, Daisy, mush!
Whoa, whoa, I think you're upsetting her.
I'll leave the cowgirling to you. I'll fly ahead and scout the terrain instead. Don't lose sight of me!
How much longer will this journey take? Must be nearly a week now.
It's been less than 2 days, and I'm beginning to regret bringing you along.
You're stuck in the cargo hold of a cloud ship with your worst enemy. How could you possibly have any regrets?
And people say you have no sense of humor. We're on a mission. This is neither the time nor place to make peace with Liko. We already fight side by side. That's our bond. Besides, I'm tired. If there was ever a time to make peace with Liko, this is likely it. Maybe there's still a chance to create a bond between us. I'm sorry about your father. I know that may not amount to much now, but I was a different person then. I was blind to the possibility that there could be more than one truth. There's been so much death on the road to this place. I murdered an innocent man during my escape from Friar's Keep. He begged me to, but I still don't know if I did the right thing. I watched Balse Bakim bleed to death so that I could make my escape through a blood magic portal. I still wonder if his sacrifice was worth it. Have I repaid that debt? Shepard believes so, but many thought him a better man than I, so why did he have to die? I've tortured men for information. What did I gain from these actions? What did it change? What would have been different had I acted differently? All of these choices, Liko, they add up. My soul is heavy. The others believe me unaffected because I carry on as if nothing happened. But their faces and voices are there when I close my eyes. Those deaths never leave me. No words can undo these deeds. There are no excuses for the wrongs I've committed. But I am trying to heal the wounds I've inflicted. It's a long journey, Liko. And
I know. When you arrived from Friar's Keep, I wanted you dead.
Really? I couldn't tell.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
They do?
We've been through much since then. I believe I know you. A little. You've taken up arms against your own people, risking shame, death, and your immortal soul. Because you believe they're misguided. It cannot be easy being hated and feared by both sides. I may still despise you because you murdered my father. I may still dislike you because you're an arrogant and intolerant shit. But I respect you, Kian. And I trust you.
Intolerant shit.
Too harsh?
You may have a point.
Anyway, I'm exhausted. All this male camaraderie takes its toll. Keep to your side of the hold, or I may accidentally stab you in my sleep.
I mean, that hurt.
Never trust an Elguan. Cowardly cows.
Oh, something must have spooked it. What do we do now?
This place looks familiar. I think we're close. In fact, I think we're...
Leave! Go, or I'll call the others!
Whoa, hey there, I'm friendly and unarmed.
You're human. You can't be Bird? Crowbird?
Hello. Hey, you're that fretful furry thing we met the first time we came through here. Ben Franklin.
Ben Bandu. This isn't the same human who accompanied you last time.
This is my new human. She's mostly harmless. Say hello, Zoe. Don't be rude.
I have no idea who or what this creature is. For all I know, it's associated with the Yaga. We don't have time to chat with the locals. We're on a mission. I guess... Hello? Hello?
Hello. Are you the new Bandu Mbata?
Bamboo... what? No, I have no idea. I'm Zoe.
You're a dreamer.
So they keep saying. I'm not very good at it. How did you know?
We live close to the dreaming here. Her dreams surround us. The Yaga.
That's it! That's the one we're looking for, right, Zoe? The Yaga!
You're looking for the Yaga? On purpose? Are you mad?
Oh, I'm not. Her, I'm not so sure about.
You know the Yaga?
She lives in this forest. We do not speak her name. She's mean.
Teddy Bear probably knows more about the Yaga. We need to find her right now, but we can't bring Furball with us. We'll save time if we ask the Ewok to show us the way to the Yaga. Teddy Bear, who is she?
The Yaga? She's old. Really old. She's been around since long before my people came to this forest. Once, she had many servants. Witches, warlocks, evil ones. Like in the stories told by the elders. But her servants are all gone now. So she woke up and crossed into our world. She doesn't belong here. But she's lonely and hungry.
Hungry. Great. Well, we still have to find her. She has the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone? I've heard of the Soul Stone. The Yaga took it from the fallen fortress of her warlock.
Warlock? Roper Clax worked for the Yaga?
They all did. The Gribbler, Clax, all the evil witches and warlocks of the Northlands. But they're gone now. Just like my people. April Ryan imprisoned the warlock and killed the witch. She saved us all. But then the Azadi came with sharp blades and metal tubes that spewed fire. They murdered most of us. Some fled east. I'm the only one left here now.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry.
One day, they'll come back. All the surviving Banda. Until then, I watch over their burrows. And I sing. For them. For all of us. This soul stone. It's important?
Very.
You'll use it to fight the Azadi?
That's part of it, yes.
I'll take you to the Yaga. Or as close as I dare go to her lair, anyway.
Great! I was expecting you to say no, and by expecting, I mean hoping.
Does the bird always speak like that?
I'm afraid so. Lead the way, Ben.
The Yaga's beyond the ridge. Once you cross that, you're in her realm.
You're not coming with?
Did you not hear me when I said she was hungry? No, I'm not coming with you. The walls of that place are thin, and she can smell my magic.
A wise decision, tiny man. Come on, Zoe, let's turn around and head back with Ben. Maybe catch a fat squirrel and roast it for dinner?
This is what we came here for. If we don't get the Soul Stone...
Everyone dies, the world ends, no more Christmases, blah, blah, blah. I'm so sick of walking into one perilous scenario after the other. After we're done with this one, no more adventures. I swear to the feather gods of old.
You'll know you're there when you see the Gribbler's old house. She was the witch who lived here before. The Gribblers served the Yaga, and that's where she came through from the beyond.
Will you wait for us, Ben?
I'll wait until nightfall. But if you're not back by then...
We'll be back.
And I had such a craving for crispy squirrel. Mother of ravens! I don't feel very welcome. I mean, this isn't just a bad sign, it's all the bad signs, all at once, like a grab bag of ill omens. There are plenty of stones lying about. Let's just pick one and pretend it's the Soul Stone. It's not like anyone would know what it's supposed to look like.
I'm glad I have Crow here. Regardless of how useless he may be at times, he's still company. I'll take company over no company anytime.
Oh, my tiny bird heart. I have a bad feeling about this, Zoe.
Don't come any further. She's here. She's dangerous.
I know this smell. Dog's doo-doo, incense, and rotting flesh. Smells like witches, all right. Is it my imagination? Or is the light changing? Is it getting darker? Am I going blind? Help! Do you hear voices? I hear voices. I don't like disembodied voices. Disembodied voices are never a good sign.
I feel strange. I felt this way before when I was in a coma. Inside story time. I must be on the border between waking and dreams.
The Wicked Witch is gone, but she is here now. She'll eat you up, like she ate all of us. She tricked us. She trapped us. She cooked us. She ate us. We're the children that never left. It's too late to save us. Save yourself! Go!
Weeds and vines.
No!
Covering everything.
Turn around! Don't do it! Don't wake her! She's sleeping. Leave her be! You'll be trapped here with us forever and ever and ever.
Is that where the Yaga lives? It looks like a house. I mean, a scary house, sure, but still just a house.
Who bothers me? Who bothers the Yaga?
Okay, so maybe not just a house after all. You have something that's not yours.
Leave, monkey.
Not until you give me the Soul Stone.
We do not know what you speak of.
Whoa. My whole body's tingling. I can change things. I can manipulate this dream. Cool. There are 3 minds in there. But which one's the Yaga? I can hear several voices, all of them angry. It's so loud, so strong. I can't keep listening. She's too strong. Let me go, you bitch!
She's awake! I told you to go! Get away! Run as fast as you can! Don't look back!
I've told you to leave.
I think I need to get through that door. Stop this! I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk to you.
Now I feed.
Oh, this sucks. Wait, the sky? Is this story time? But it's not like how I remember it. It looks older. It looks a lot older.
Aren't you a clever monkey? Hush, sister. Don't speak to it. Just let it lose itself in the dark. It'll weaken, and then we can eat it. It'll probably taste honey sweet, like a newborn babe.
Do not underestimate this one, sisters. There's something different about it.
Hello?
Maybe not so clever after all.
We're hungry. We need to eat. Not long now. You must be tired, monkey. Your eyes grow heavy. Sleep. We'll watch over you.
Show yourselves!
Is it not asleep yet? Lie down and shut your eyes, monkey. Let us feed.
That's not going to happen.
It answers back, like a thing with a mind of its own. A very clever monkey.
This one has spirit and something else. Something powerful.
You're a dreamer.
And you're the Wicker Witch of the
Now, there's no need for insults. We are
the Yaga.
No monkey has ever been here before. We're curious about you.
We?
The sisters. Bayeb, Ayah.
Bayeb, Ayah. Baba Yaga.
Older than time. Older than memory. Old as darkness. Always three. Not always, sister. In the beginning, the Yaga was one, and then everything unraveled. Light came, worlds were born, monkeys bred and became legion. And the one became three. You are from across the divide. From a world ruled by machines.
That's right.
But not really here at all. Dreaming.
Apparently so.
We thought there was only one dreamer.
You were mistaken.
Something made you. That's interesting. We didn't see this coming. We do so love surprises. What do you want from us, monkey?
The Soul Stone. You stole it.
Lux stole it first. Only fair that we stole it back. What do you want with it?
To bring it back where it belongs. To cure Lux. Lux is the
first dreamer. We know, oh, we know. You cannot teach us things, monkey. We were there in the darkness, in the time before all this terrible brightness, before you monkeys spoiled it. We had the Soul Stone then. It fed us and made us strong, but Lux took it so that Lux could dream. We were there when Lux dreamed the first dream and the stars were born and everything came apart. If we give you the stone, we fade from memory. We will be forgotten. It's all that anchors us when there's no one left to worship and fear us.
But they do worship you, don't they? In the city, they've built effigies to the Wicker Witch.
The Wicker Witch!
A bedtime story, a spineless fairy tale for nestlings. No one truly fears the Yaga anymore. Our power is diminished.
I don't know. People need darkness. They need to be frightened. In my world, scary is popular. There are films, games, haunted houses.
Playthings. We are less than we were. We remember feeding, our stomachs bloated with flesh and fear.
Well, things change. That's how it goes.
Maybe, instead of giving you the Soul Stone, we eat you up. All your delicious memories, all your dreaming powers. Your soul will keep us warm and sated.
How's that gonna help anyone?
Help? What makes you think we'll help? We owe the universe nothing, monkey. We owe looks nothing. Why should we care if the dream ends? Perhaps, if you give us a little morsel, a taste of you, what can you offer us?
Offer?
A sin, a secret, something dark. Something you keep deep inside and fear to reveal.
I promised Hannah I wouldn't tell Queenie where she was hiding, but I did it anyway. And what for? I'm not even sure I believed I was helping Hannah. It was currency. I turned and ran when I realized what Nayla was about to do. Is there really nothing I can give her? What will they do to me if I refuse? I turned and ran when I realized... I turned my back on a friend. I was a coward. Maybe if I hadn't done that, she'd still be alive today.
Self-preservation before selflessness. Like any monkey, you think only of your own survival. There's nothing special about this morsel.
I promised Hannah I wouldn't tell Queenie where I betrayed a friend's trust and revealed her secret to someone else.
Not a betrayal. Not a selfish lie, not cowardice. This nibble tastes like ash and only serves to stoke our ravenous hunger.
Still, we'll take this little piece of you. It belongs to us now, and you'll have no memory of it.
And in exchange, you'll give me the Soul Stone?
We will not. We made no promises. The Soul Stone is ours. We need it.
If you do that, you'll not only be destroying everything and everyone, you'll be all alone. Who will worship and fear you when they're all gone?
So what else can you offer us, monkey? What can you give of yourself to prove that this matters?
I don't know.
You demand that we give up the thing that feeds us and keeps us warm. And you cannot make a similar sacrifice.
You're right. I can't. I don't have what you're asking for. I'm human. I've made terrible decisions, but I don't linger on those decisions. I move forward and live with the consequences. Shame, anger, disappointment, regret. That's not what feeds me. I survive because I let go every day. Because I have hope and faith in the future. Not because I look back. That goes for most people. And all I want is to give those people a chance to make their choices, good or bad, and carry on living and learning. If that's not enough for you, then I have nothing. And if I don't, if I fail to bring the Soul Stone to the first dreamer, Lux dies. The dream ends. There will be no one around to remember any of us, or the choices we've made that brought us here. It all hinges on this moment in time.
We know this, little monkey. And this is why we are giving you the Soul Stone. But you must do one thing for us in return.
Anything, as long as it's mine to give.
You must remember us when the dream is in you. The world needs us. Without the sisters, without the Yaga, there is no fear, no imagination. Every dream needs a nightmare.
I don't think I can forget, even if I tried. Yes, I'll remember you.
Good.
Good. Good. Here is the Soul Stone. Take it. Use it to wake Lux. We would have done it ourselves, but the Dreamer Monkey is the only one with that power.
How do I get there?
Someone's coming. Little furry thing. They will gift you a beast to ride. Go to Lux. You will feel Lux like a lantern in the dark. Follow the light. Save the dream, Dreamer. Become one with the first.
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
And a clever monkey. Beware the wizard of lies.
He schemes, he plots. He wishes to remake the world.
He wears a mask. He harbors ambitions. He always did, but now...
There's something in him. It's a dangerous thing, little monkey. Watch out. Now leave!
Where did you disappear to?
I have a thing about huge monster houses. I don't like them.
Oh, you're the worst sidekick.
That's what they keep telling me. I honestly don't know why. Let's go back and find the furry little halfling thing again. I bet you he didn't wait for us. I bet you he's long gone.
She's letting us go. What did you do? We're free. Time to go. Thank you, Dreamer. Find Lux. Save the dream.
Is this the one?
That's her. That's Zoe.
You face Yaga and live? This is impossible. Who are you?
Another Banda? I thought Ben was the only one left. Might as well go with what everyone calls me here. She seems impressed with me. I should probably use that. Might as well go with what... Zoe Castillo. Dreamer.
Zoe Castillo? Dreamer? She know who she is. Impressive, that, for human. Well, Zoe Castillo, Dreamer, how you survive meeting Yaga without losing yourself? You strike bargain like witches of old? Sell yourself to Yaga for freedom and power? Do you serve Yaga now?
I don't serve anyone. And no bargain. I don't have time to talk about the Yaga. We need to head north. I'd like to learn more about the Yaga. Maybe this one knows something. Who is the Yaga?
I only know what elders tell me when I was child. And I only ever encounter Yaga's servants. One of them lived in this forest before. She was Gribbler. Twisted, ancient, evil thing. No one but Yaga know what Yaga truly is. Those who face her never come home, aside from you. My grandmother tell me Yaga was born before beginning of time. Lux and Yaga, light and dark, dream and nightmare. Balance is in everything, human. When our world takes shape, so did Yaga. One became three. Three sisters. Innocence, age, decay. All aspects of life. More than the first dreamer, Yaga understand life. She understand mortality. Mortality in her blood. Maybe why she hate the living so much. Why she grew mean and hungry. She spread her will across world into witches and warlocks, sorcerers and necromancers, the weak and malleable. But as old magic fade, so do Yaga. Wizard Clax and Gribbler were two of her last servants, and April Ryan defeated them both. After that, they say, Yaga was diminished. Now Wicker Witch of North is joke to humans of Mercuria. They remember nothing of what she was. They never see their young eaten by night. But Yaga is not the night that threatens world now. Her darkness is different darkness, one that balances light, necessary darkness. She is nightmare that feeds imagination. The other darkness, well, other darkness is deeper and final. A black fire that spreads and burns until nothing left, until time itself is ashes. Even Yaga fear this darkness.
I believe that's why she let me go. So that I can help.
You got the Soul Stone?
You carry Soul Stone? What Soul Stone?
You can trust Bandu Masiri, Zoe. She is an elder. She returned from exile to help me find those who survived.
I have Lux's Soul Stone. I need to take it north, to the Ular.
Ular? Why Ular?
You know them?
I heard of Ular in stories. Ancient people inhabit ruins of their own civilization, high in border mountains. You know where to go?
I've seen a map. They live on Cloud Peak, in the mountains of Yedra.
Maps deceive. Go north and then west. A week's journey on foot before you start climb.
We don't have a week.
Rushing into anything is unwise. You carry Soul Stone to Ular for what reason?
To return it to the first dreamer.
Lux is with Ular?
So my visions tell me.
Your visions?
I know this is hard to believe, but I promise
I believe. No need to promise. Story too unbelievable for Mole not to believe. Take Leapfur, human. Ride north, swift as wind. You will reach mountains by first light tomorrow. Leapfur can climb at least part of way. You'll be with Ular in less than 2 days.
She said someone would come, but that thing? Is it safe? I have no idea how to ride that.
Not to worry. Leapfur know well enough for both of you.
What will you do without a mount?
We use feet. Mole's not in rush. We walk slowly so that those of Banda who still live can hear us coming and meet us.
We're going east, Zoe. We'll follow the Banda who fled the Azadi. Maybe they still live. Maybe they...
We will find them, little one. Take Beast. Go north. Do what needs doing. I feel darkness coming. Black fire. Cold as ocean. Perhaps you can stop this dreamer. Nothing lost. Nothing gained.
Goodbye, Zoe.
Thank you, Ben. And good luck. I hope you find your people again.
Thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
It's not often I get to see you. Why this place?
It's safe and symbolic, maybe? It was a safe house before it was raided by Azadi soldiers, under Kian's command.
I see. So, what news do you have for me, Elena? Your message said...
Kian has left for Gian, together with Liko, the Dolmari warrior.
For Gian? The prison camp for magicals? Light. Why? What does he hope to accomplish there?
This is Kian we're talking about. He believes he can save everyone. He also believes Gian holds the key to the future of the Empire.
But breaking into a fortified prison camp? He won't stand a chance.
That's why I messaged you, Mother. This might be an opportunity.
You did the right thing, child. Come, let's talk. We do not have much time.
I suggest we scale the fence over there and make our way
We should split up.
You've read too many copper coin serials, Liko. Splitting up makes us vulnerable.
Stay together, we could both end up dead. Part ways, and one of us might still make it out, even if the other doesn't.
That's a possibility, but I still think...
Besides, one of us has to locate the administrator's quarters.
How do you know there'll be one of them?
This is an Azadi camp, Kian. There will be detailed records and documents. If you want to find a single prisoner amongst thousands, you'll need records. I'll climb the fence, enter the camp, create a distraction. I look like the prisoners. I can speak to them. If necessary, I can blend in. You find the administrator and the records. That tower looks like a good place to start.
Where do we meet?
If we make it that far, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Try not to die. You still owe me your life.
Oh, I intend to stay alive. I hope you're on good terms with your gods.
I'm on excellent terms with my gods.
If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. That section of the prison walls appears to be part of the old castle fortifications, from when the Necromancer King ruled Gien. The wall connects with the tower. If I can get up there, I might find a way in. If I'm going to find prisoner records anywhere in this camp, it'll most likely be inside that tower. The Necromancer King of Gien. This side of the wall is too steep and without footholds. I don't think I'll be able to scale it from here. This wall isn't quite as sheer, and it has outcrops and footholds. I might be able to scale it. This looks like a good place to start climbing. Light! Got it! camp's larger than I thought. There must be thousands of magicals here. Are they planning to just murder them all? Liko. Goddess. I hope he passes unseen. Odd. There are more soldiers inside the camp than along the perimeter. The camp is massive. How many magicals have they imprisoned here? It must be well over 1,000. Why build a factory in the middle of a prison camp? Are they using magicals for labor?
Sanitation. We don't want to catch whatever they died from.
Oh, makes sense. What exactly did they die from?
Some kind of flu. They'll get it. Must be hereditary. It must run in their blood.
Never heard of a flu that runs along bloodlines.
Don't ask questions. The administrator doesn't like questions.
The guards are watching the prison grounds. They don't expect anyone to be breaking into the camp. Beatings. To inspire fear and obedience in the other prisoners.
See anything?
Nothing. I could have sworn.
Maybe it was just a bird.
You don't think I can tell the difference between a man and a bird?
It's dark.
It's dark. Just shut up and keep your eyes open.
I owned a fog glass once. It helped me keep tabs on the street gangs in Sadir. But Vamon's boys stole it from me. Hundreds of dead magicals. Hundreds and hundreds of bodies. They can't all have perished from natural causes. They're dragging bodies into the factory to burn them. But why? What are they doing in this shadow-cursed place? I won't be able to see what the guard's up to from this angle. I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions.
not just any wizard.
Farglass.
The necromancer
With this, the
king
guards
of
can get a
Gien.
closer look at what's
They
going on
say
below.
he hunted humans.
But wasn't he human himself? But he looks human from the statues.
A shape changer then. Or maybe he was a blue hide, like them Dolnari down there.
Lico's been stirring things up again. Lico. Shadow. Well, that's one way to create a distraction. I should wait for the guard to return and observe his actions. The administrator's office will be somewhere on this floor, I'm sure of it. Management always picks the topmost floor. That's the symbol of the servants' trade, the attendants and domestics that help keep this facility operational. The military branch. They have a large presence here, but they wouldn't be handling the administration of the camp. That responsibility would lie with the sister. The Makers Guild. They're responsible for construction and maintenance, not administration. That, I believe, is the official seal of the Office of Scientific Progress. There were whispers of their existence in Sadir, but I knew of no one affiliated with the division. As far as I understand, they've been instrumental in the creation of the engine. They're a new arm of government, and unlike most other offices, they appear to answer directly to someone on the council. I'd say this is the best place to start looking for prisoner records and incriminating documents. Locked.
Anyone around? Isaac? Joran? Anyone? No one? Oh, goddess, I hate walking alley rounds. Fallows may have the wits of a mind-bird, but some nights I swear he's right. This stone tomb is cursed. What in Shadow's name? Oh, come on, open up, you accursed... Oh, for the love of the first mountain. Goddess damn key stuck again. If I just jiggle at that... Oh, goddess take me, now it's even more stuck. What? Who's there? Palos, is that you, you dun-headed fool?
Need to jiggle it just right. Come on. Come on. Those years spent on the streets of Sadir continue to pay off.
This place is cursed. Ghouls and demons playing tricks on us. Who in their right mind would think we'd be safe in a necromancer's tomb?
If I don't return the keys right now, the guard may sound the alarm.
Haunted. That's what this place is. Come first light, I'm asking for a reassignment.
The Office of Scientific Progress. Most likely the administrator's quarters. The Necromancer King's lost his head. I wonder why they've all been removed. Skulls. Shadow. Someone's got a morbid taste in interior decorating. There's something odd about that wall. Why would they need an anatomical chart? What's the administrator doing with that? It's a necklace traditionally worn by a sister. It signifies her standing within the 6 circles of Sadir. It appears to be pointing at something in this office. Azadir. It's been a long time. The administrator must have a fantastic view from this window, when it's not pitch black outside. There's a straight drop to the ground. I couldn't escape through here even if I had no other choice. I long to see her sun-kissed walls again, to drink from the first river, and to smoke fresh kaba root. The First Mountain. One of our seminal religious texts. It's a letter, signed by the administrator. The last round of testing surpassed our loftiest expectations, confirming initial theories. The Dalmari plague has successfully been triggered in a 7-year-old Zidling. The creature survived 3 days before succumbing to fever and bleeding rashes. It died in blessed agony. The disease has not yet settled in an adult Zid, or plague-resistant Dalmari. Further mutations are required before we can move on to the next phase. What in Shadow's name? The administrator must be a knitter of socks and scarves. This speaks in her favor. It's an official document, addressed to the administrator. Due to disease spreading amongst the prison population, we recommend reducing the amount of Dalmari meat used for inmate rations. What is this? We do not want disease spreading inadvertently within the magical population, as this will negatively affect test results. Goddess. It doesn't budge. Must be locked. A stone head, belonging to one of the statues depicting the Necromancer King. It's been decapitated, like all the other statues in this place. Goddess, what is this abomination? It's too dark to... What is that down there? Are those bodies?
You made it. For a while there, I didn't think you would, but those guards... Standards have fallen. I may need to behead someone, set an example. Goddess, I can't believe you're really here. The Apostle. I am so starstruck right now. I mean, I'm your biggest fan.
Biggest what? What's going on? Is she dissecting a body? What are you doing to that body?
What body? Oh, this body. It's not really a body. It's still alive, so technically, it's a person. Albeit a magical, so not technically a person either.
A magical? Is that Bib? Is that Bib?
Is that what this thing is called? I was aware that it knew you, so I thought it appropriate to work on this one tonight.
Let him go!
But I'm not finished. Oh my. I'd always dreamed of meeting you, but in my dreams, I never had to pull a gun. And you weren't wearing clothes. I guess it's true what they say about dreams coming true. Do you think me too presumptuous? There's only the two of us. I'm sure you won't tell. I could call for the guards waiting outside the door, but then our little chat would be over, and I feel we still have so much to talk about.
She's hurting an innocent child. Let the boy go. He's harmless.
But that's not really true, is it? It may be a child today, but soon it'll be a big blue brute with a serious axe to grind. Besides, this is serving an important purpose. A sacred purpose.
You're insane.
Insane? But you don't know what we're doing here, what we've accomplished. And here I was, hoping the Apostle would understand. This camp is a research facility, Kian, not a prison, not a death camp. We're doing very important work. In the last 5 years, we've made so much progress. We're closer than ever before to producing the cure.
What cure?
The cure. For magic, of course. We're creating a scourge to wash the world clean. When we unleash our holy plague, it will spread like wildfire across all continents. Humans will be perfectly safe, of course, but magicals, they will die. Every single one of them.
You're insane.
No, it's perfectly safe. We're doing science here, not black magic. We're being very thorough. You see, we started with the Dolmari plague. Do you know about this? Many decades ago, it killed almost half the Dolmari in the world. But then it weakened, and the remaining Dolmari became resistant to the disease. A real shame. It would have saved us a lot of work if it had killed them all. What we're doing, what we have done, is modify this plague. It no longer affects only Dolmari. It affects all things magical. People, beasts, insects, plants. Anything infected by magic is cleansed, eradicated. I don't like to brag, but it's fiendishly clever.
Who would authorize something so demonic and inhuman? I don't understand why anyone would do this. I don't understand. Why are you doing this?
That's a silly question, coming from the Apostle. You and I were on the same mission. We're doing the work of the goddess.
I'm no longer the Apostle.
I know, but well, once an apostle, always an apostle. I don't believe you've completely abandoned your faith or your humanity. Some part of you must approve of what we're doing.
You're wrong. I don't. This is madness.
That saddens me, Kian. It really does. I mean, I'm not a bad person. I'm a scientist. We're simply trying to wipe out magic once and for all so that humanity can be safe. You must see that. You must see the good in that.
You're evil. What you're doing here is evil. This is the Shadow's work, sister.
Evil? What magicals did to us, to our nation, that was evil. Those precious Dolmari of yours murdered my family, burnt our farm to the ground. My brothers and sisters. They were children. What had they ever done to deserve that? They died in agony, crying for our parents while those beasts just watched. And what they did to me afterwards. We're doing this so that no one will have to go through what they went through. Now you've made me upset, Kian. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, I'm the one holding the gun. One shot, and they'll come running through that door. Of course, you'll already be dead. You'll be... You'll pay for this, Kian! You'll pay for this!
Once again, my reflexes prove superior to yours.
They would have dodged this bullet.
You don't dodge bullets.
Try me. So what's going on here?
Long story.
Who's she?
I'll tell you later.
Help me! Oh, goddess, help me! I command you!
Sounds like she's very upset.
She is. So, what have you been up to, aside from all the stabbing?
Freeing prisoners, arming them with Azadi blades and spears, blowing things up.
Sounds fun.
It was. Huh. Is that Bip?
It is. He's unharmed, thank goddess. I was just about to...
Stand down, Dolmari. What in Shadow's name is going on? Where's the administrator?
Down there.
Down.
Get me out of here. Light, protect me, I'm hurt. My legs are broken, I'm bleeding!
Do you want to explain what's happening here, Kian?
Please, Mia. Ask your men to stand down. I serve the goddess, same as you. The administrator does not.
Fine. But if you don't tell me everything, and I mean everything...
I will. You may want to sit down. This is going to take a while.
The final preparations will be completed by tomorrow, Mistress.
And the ceremony?
It will begin when the moon rises on Reap Moon's Eve as planned. The engine is ready. We have accomplished everything we set out to do.
And the Prophet will be here.
So he has told us through his messengers. We have no reason to doubt his word.
This is the beginning of a new era, Sister Saya.
Indeed it is, Mistress. Such a pity Harmy isn't here with us. Where is the General, Mother? Why does he not grace us with his presence?
He's away. On urgent business.
Yes, I'm sure he is. Mistress, did you know about this urgent business of Harmy's?
We trust the General to set his own priorities, Sister Saya.
Of course. It is a pity, though. Great things are happening, and I'd hate for Harmy to miss out. After all, were the resistance to fall in his absence and the war of the Northlands won, what would remain of his legacy?
Man, that was a steep climb. I'm actually surprised you made it this far. To be honest, I was expecting you to lose foothold and tumble to your death, or for a rock slide, or for one of those ghastly flying things to attack us. I'm really glad I have wings. It's a long way down if you slip and fall.
Thanks, Crow. That's more than enough.
Happy to help. That's what I'm here for. This is comfortable. This is nice. Great views from up here.
Actually, do you think you'll be able to get off my head soon? I'm getting itchy.
You want me off your head? Ah, I thought you specifically wanted me to stay put after that whole incident with the stone cat.
Nope.
Okay, then.
This is amazing! A whole city up in the clouds.
Wasn't that what you were looking for?
I know, but still, seeing it with my own eyes.
You humans are weird.
I probably couldn't have made it this far without Crow. And Crow would definitely not have made it this far without me. We made it. This is it. The Purple Mountains, the Ula, so...
Yeah? What now?
I don't actually know. We explore, try to find Obnaxus and Lux.
Ooh, sounds like a well-thought-out plan.
Shut up. So this is where the Ula live. Oh, it's impressive. They appear to be Ula nests, built on top of the old city ruins. It's like something from Journey to the West, Part 4. The one with Gulshan Nagarkar playing Wukong. I loved that movie so much, mostly because of Gulshan. I had posters all over my room. Anyway.
So, are you happy you abandoned your, what is it you do again?
Neural programming for artificial intelligence computers.
That thing. Are you happy you abandoned that thing for this thing?
Trying to save reality from collapsing? Yeah, I think I made the right choice.
When this is all over, you should probably get a normal job. That thing you said that I didn't understand doesn't sound like the thing you should be doing.
You're probably right, Crow. So if the Ula constructed this stone city, why are they living in pods now? What changed?
How come it took you so long to get started on this whole quest to save the world? I mean, talk about leaving it to the last minute.
I know, but I couldn't remember any of it. Going to Mercuria, trying to save April Ryan. I tried, but it was just blank.
Oh, I know that feeling. I was also trying to forget. The last few years were rough.
Sorry to hear that, Crow.
I miss her. A lot.
I know you do. You're not the only one. People loved her. I know I'm not a great replacement.
You're not bad. I like you. You're a decent number 2.
I'll take that as a compliment. The Purple Mountains. Hey, one of them's outside. Maybe I can get some help finding Obnaxus. Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I'm Zoe. I'm a friend. Chances are it will respond to its own name, or, you know, the name of its species. Like, say, if someone calls me human. Complimenting someone's home is often a good conversation starter. Obnaxus must be called the same in every language. I'm looking for Obnaxus. Do you know Obnaxus? Maybe he didn't hear me. He might not understand a word I'm saying, but if Obnaxus speaks to them the way he speaks to me, then maybe... Obnaxus speaks oddly, like, you will, have, must, did meet me in a time that was, is, will be, and so on. I don't know if you understand me. I mean, languages work differently over here. I understand some people, but not all, and... Oh, this isn't working. It might help to describe how Obnaxus looks. Obnaxus has a very, stump body with a massive, you know, head. This? A big, huge head. Maybe he didn't hear me. Obnaxus. Obnaxus. No? Nothing? No, okay. I don't expect the Ular to know anything about monocles, but they must have noticed it. I mean, it's a monocle. The fingers were distinctive. Perhaps he'll recognize the fingers. He's also got weirdly long fingers. He'd probably make a great pianist. I don't expect the Ular to know anything about monocles, but they must have noticed it. I mean, it's a monocle. He wears a round piece of glass in one eye. Like this. A ring. In front of his eye. Like an old-timey millionaire? How about his cane? The cane transcends language. They must know about that cane. Abnaxus walks around with a stick that he leans on. Like this. Like... You know him. Where's Abnaxus? Up there? That's high. I don't know if I can get all the way... Hey, where are you going? Come back! Shit! One of the Ula. I recognize them from my visions.
Enough chit-chat, partner. There are soul stones to return, dreamers to awaken, odd, ugly-looking men to locate. At this point in the adventure, I was typically the one who bothered April with conversational inanities, not the other way around. You need to get your sidekick etiquette together, Zoe.
Oh, there you are. How do I... Hey, let me go. Oh, God.
Dreamer. You did come.
You didn't exactly make it easy. Why not, I don't know, just tell me where to go and what to do?
Touching you through dreams will be like a blind man searching for a red pebble in a wild river. And if finding you is difficult, to talk even more so. Only fragments of words will survive the journey across. Some things will also not be known to me, and could not be spoken. We do not know where Lux's heart was. You will need to find it on your own. Only a dreamer could take this and bring...
Sending me cryptic dreams seems like a very inefficient way of doing it. He does not sound well at all. It'd be nice to learn more about the Ula. He does not sound well at all. Are you sick?
I was fading. I will have stayed behind too long. After my people leave one realm for another, this time is poison. It diminishes me. My loop ends soon. Too late for Abnaxus to journey onwards. But not too late for Lux. Not too late for the dream. I will have stayed behind for Lux, for you to have found your way to Lux. Compared with this momentous thing, my life was of little significance.
Sending me cryptic dreams seems like a very inefficient way of doing it. Couldn't you reach someone else and have them return the Soul Stone?
Only a dreamer can face the sisters. Only a dreamer will make them listen. Only a dreamer was able to retrieve Lux's heart.
The Soul Stone.
Only two could touch it. There is no other dreamer now. Only Zoe. Only Lux.
Why not send an actual message instead of vague visions?
You were worlds away. Any message would be broken, unreliable. The Ular will help me dream. The bird was needed to have found you in those dreams.
It'd be nice to learn more about the Ular. The Ular hide from me.
They trusted no thing. Humans in particular, they will fear. The Ular lived here for many, many lifetimes. Ages ago, they would have a great city. But the Ular and Yeti are splitting, and their cities will crumble. Now they are both to be protectors of dreams, in different ways. The Yeti were the grubbers beneath. The Ular lived above the clouds and gave shelter to looks. One serves the dream, the other will serve the undream, but unwittingly. Slaves to a black fire.
Grubbers. That sounds familiar. Why would these Yeti serve something that wants to unmake the world?
This was beyond my understanding. We will have tried to explain more, Dreamer, but Lux awaits. The sand ran swiftly through the hourglass.
The bird... How was Crow able to find me?
The bird bridges worlds and souls. The bird has a bond with the Dragon of Spring. The bird was connected to the Dreamer and to the Bloodless King. At the end of its life, the bird will be bonded to the girl who walked across worlds.
That's really not an answer. That's an anti-answer. That's worse than nothing. I mean...
The bird is magic.
Which bird? I wasn't listening. There's a magic bird? Where?
You were a curious thing, Feathered One. So little, and yet so great. So full of magic.
Right. Sure. I mean, really? Magic?
Oh, yes. You would see this.
He said the Dragon of Spring. What's the Dragon of Spring?
The new thing that comes to pass when the old things die. The soul of she who saved the balance, reborn.
She who saved...
April? Are you talking about April Ryan?
What do you mean by reborn?
April isn't dead?
She will be dead. She was reborn. There are two now, entwined but apart. The Dragon of Spring, the girl who walked between worlds, mortal and immortal, human and kin. They are legend.
So, they're one but two? There are two Aprils now, but she's also dead. I still don't get it.
Neither would I. I will only know the words, not their meaning. This is the way of sight. I will see, but never all of it. Scattered words from a book with many, many pages.
That's helpful.
I'm not here to chat with Obnaxus. Where is Lux?
Follow me, Dreamer. The Ular would always be protectors of the dream. They are children of the first dream, long before these worlds, long before human and Venar. They will keep the first dreamer safe when Lux's heart was stolen, the Soul Stone. They are protecting Lux from the undream, protected everything from the undream.
How did Lux lose her heart?
The wizard will take the Soul Stone. He lets the black fire inside him. He wanted to own dreams. He will have desired to reshape everything. He was and will be dangerous in all presence, past and future.
And the undreaming?
The wizard will make a bargain, and the black fire enters him and eats him. The wizard is the undreaming.
Hey, I remember you from my vision. Hello? I guess he doesn't understand me.
The Ular understood enough. Here, Lux slept a dreamless sleep.
What do I do now?
You will know.
You're awake. You're inside my head. I can hear you. I can hear you inside. You're burning with a white fire. I can't stand it. It's so painful. Thank you. You're the first. You were there at the beginning of everything. Me? No, how is that possible? Yes, I brought your heart, the soul stone. What do you mean that's not what... Nox? You mean the Yaga? I didn't bring the sisters. I didn't know. They were inside the soul stone. And now they're here. With us. That's it, isn't it? Light, dark, dream, nightmare. Together. That's why I needed to go there, to face them. To bring them with me. So, what now? How do we save the dream? How do we save reality? I can't be the one to do that. I'm just a person. Just a person, and you're a god. Or as close as anything can be to God, I guess. I'm not ready for that. You can't put this on me. I didn't want this. I wanted to be normal. I wasn't asking for a divine purpose. I just didn't know what to do with my life. What happens if I say yes? Who do I become? And what about me? What becomes of me? I understand. Of course, I trust you. How can I not? You made all of this. Without the dream, there's nothing. And there never was. If the dreamer stops dreaming, there's nothing. Forever. So if you're... if we are one, then the dream is mine. I keep it alive. And afterwards, after I'm gone, what then? Okay. Okay. Well, we can't let the universe end, so let's do this. I'm ready.
You were made of light. You were incredibly beautiful.
I'm okay. Dizzy. I have to go back now. Wake up. For real. Face the world. Face the... There are things that... I need to fix things. I can't be asleep any longer.
Okay. Can I come?
No, Crow. You can't.
So you're leaving me here?
You'll be fine. Thanks for everything. I don't think I'll be coming back, but you'll be fine. I promise.
Well, that's great. Left to my own devices, in the Border Mountains, by an inscrutable woman with special powers. Again, if I wasn't so furious, I'd be really, really depressed. You know, I'm so used to being the sidekick, I don't think I can do anything else. But whose sidekick will I... No. Nope. Not happening, big guy. I'm flying back south to find that Kian fellow. I'll be his sidekick. He seems like the sort of guy who appreciates birds.
Do you believe I should have told her all of it? All that I have seen? Perhaps I should have. Perhaps I was wrong not to. But there's only here, only now, nothing more. I am blind. I think I will sit down, rest, sleep, dream of my daughters, long gone, and hope the future will still be there for them all when I fade to dust.
The answer is no. You should know better than to ask, Saga. I won't risk you getting lost out there, again.
I'll be careful this time, I promise.
It doesn't matter. I am not removing the wards.
I'm 14, Papa. I can take care of myself.
That didn't help your mother.
It's always about her, isn't it? I'm not my mother. Whatever happened to her won't happen to me.
And you know this how? She said the same thing. She wasn't going to get lost. She was coming right back. I shouldn't worry. I should just stay put and wait for her. I'll remove the wards when you're older. Until then, you are not leaving the house on your own.
That is so unfair. I've been stuck here my whole life. How much longer are we going to...
Until I know that she's not coming back. All right? Until I know for sure, because if we leave and she does return...
She's gone. Let her go, Papa. Please.
I'm going upstairs to rest for a bit.
Don't play the radio too loud. I'll be back down for dinner.
Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I'll show him his wards can't stop me from walking. I just have to, find the wards first. Not easy when only Papa can see them. Happier days, before I was around. Maybe if I hadn't been born, Mama would still be here with Papa. I can't remember the last time we lit a fire. We used to do that all the time. Roast marshmallows and sausages and tell scary stories. But, yeah, things changed. I'm sure that was me who made those scratches. I remember being scolded. And it wasn't just the one time. Hugsy! I've had Hugsy since I was little. Mama gave him to me, and I remember falling asleep, hugging him tight every night after she went away. Mama wrote a ton of stories and articles and letters, but Papa keeps most of her work in his bedroom. I haven't even read all of it. He won't let me. One of these days, I'll pick up on that whole become a singer-songwriter thing again. I just need an audience to play to. Papa rarely plays the guitar. I think he used to play a lot, back in brighter days. But like with so many other things, he's just lost interest. I remember Crow, but I'm pretty sure he's not real, and that I never met him. I mean, I went walking for the first time when I was 7, but I drew this before that. We keep this door closed, since there's only a brick wall behind it. Papa had it walled up after Mama left, for reasons. Uncle Galeth told me something terrible happened when they built the house. There was a crack, and it grew bigger. I don't know the details, and he wouldn't tell me, but apparently it was very scary. Papa usually sleeps for another hour or so. Plenty of time for mischief and mayhem. There's never anything good on. Once, I tuned into something called the Pink Floyd. That was amazing. But I never found the frequency again. These days, it's mostly jazz or classical music. I always hated the downstairs. It's pitch dark, and it smells funny. It's got ether vapors and void beetles. It's not a good place to hang out. It's cute. I used to play with that all the time, when I was little. I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but my work's improving. I should be on track to have my first exhibition by the time I'm 18. The madame comes by every month to grade my assignments and give me new ones, and Papa's in charge of my homeschooling, but I've learned more from Uncle Galeth than from the two of them combined. I love learning about Elsewhen and Elsewhere, about crossroads and the ether, and all the worlds in the multiverse. It makes me want to go walking and explore everything. I don't play with the dollhouse anymore. I know it makes Papa sad, but I'm not 7. I've grown up. Rocket ships ferry astronauts between worlds in at least one of the angles of the ether. Sounds like a fairy tale to me, but Galeth swears it's true. Galath gave me that years and years ago. I don't wear it. I mean, I don't understand the deal with all the hats. Hats must be fashionable somewhere in the multiverse. I'm trying to get Papa to stop wearing that hat when he goes out, but he insists. He doesn't realize how goofy and old-fashioned it makes him look. For when the paths are muddy or snowy. Is it my turn to sweep the floors again? I've lost track. We've not been keeping up with our sweeping itinerary, or any housework. The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles. No one's coming in or out. But who needs the common paths when you can make your own? For when the paths are stormy, and the turnstiles still open. Papa's sleeping. I think I can hear him snoring.
I'm resting, Saga. I'll come down later.
Uncle Galath brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones, I read 3 or 4 times. My window looks out to Letoch, but this one's tuned to where Mama was born. It's nowhere close to Scotland. The seasons are similar though, just more extreme. That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times. I'll just borrow them for a minute. Or 12. Oh wow, I see one of the wards. So that's how Papa maintains them. The magic's in his glasses. I mean, of course it is, it's dab magic. Still, it's pretty cool.
Careful! Ow!
Sorry, did I break your head?
Yes! Do you have to carry me across the threshold?
It would be tempting fate if I don't. We need to do this right. Watch your head now. There, we have officially moved in. Welcome home, sweetheart.
My head's hurting.
Let me kiss it. Where does it hurt? There?
That helped. Oh, she's moving. She's kicking, Magnus. Here, give me your hand. Can you feel it? She's happy to be home.
Hello, Saga. Welcome home, baby girl.
Balance! So that's what the wards are made of. Fragments of the past. Memories. No wonder they're so strong. They're charged with powerful emotions. Some might be red herrings, though, to make the wards harder to crack. I need to untangle the specific memories that tie the wards together. Easy.
Oh, honey, please. I'm not in a state to be photographed.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. It's the first week in a brand new home. This needs to be commemorated.
Oh, I feel so bloated. Fine, just let me... There. Ready. Hurry up.
How many times do I have to tell you, don't put your hand in the fire?
But look, it doesn't hurt me at all.
Saga, stop. I don't care. You can't... Look, if someone saw you do that, it's dangerous, do you understand? No one else can know. No one.
Saga, no, don't draw on the floor. You might damage it. This house is sacred. It's a living thing just like you and me. You must never hurt our home. Can you promise me that, baby?
No, Hogsy! You killed Hogsy, Papa!
It's just his arm. I didn't kill him. I maimed him slightly. I'll sew it right back on, okay? He'll be good as new, I promise.
Poor Hunksy. He'll never be the same. He'll be a cripple.
He's a survivor, just like us. He'll be fine.
Magnus, Saga, look! Snow! It's snowing!
Beautiful. First snowfall in our new home.
The first of many firsts. I hope you grow up to love this house, Saga. We built it for us, for our tiny family.
Look! Etta, she's smiling. I think she understood you.
There's another ward.
The house will draw us both back if we ever get lost. That's what it does. It's what it's for.
And you're sure we can trust it?
Are you questioning my building skills?
I don't want to lose you again.
You won't. It's safe to leave, Etta. You'll find your way back and we'll be safe here. Both of us. All three of us. When that one arrives.
Oh, and not a moment too soon. I am so over being pregnant. Speaking of which, I'm starving again.
I'll make stew.
Please don't.
When's Mama coming home?
I honestly don't know if she ever will, sweetheart.
But she is out there somewhere?
I think so.
Look, she's sleeping. Oh, that's so cute. Your music lulled her to sleep, honey.
I didn't think my guitar playing was that bad. I was going for rousing.
Well, it hasn't put me to sleep yet. Come here. Come here. Does Papa know you're here? I don't think Papa knows. Don't worry. It'll be our little secret. Hey, is there anything you want me to bring back this time?
Do we have to talk about that right now?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I don't like it when you leave.
We have to wall it up, Magnus. It's dangerous. What if Saga...
I know. I will. I promise. Tomorrow after you've left, I'll get right to it.
Could there be more like it? More gaps? More...
I don't know, Etta. I hope not. I'll take care of it, I promise.
I really don't want to leave right now.
You'll be back soon. Everything will work out. The house will take care of us all.
Whenever one of the walls needs repairing, Papa uses that. He says he'll teach me how to do it, but he hasn't gotten around to it yet. I believe that's the final ward.
She's so perfect. I could stare at her for hours.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I go in here just to look at her. She is perfect. You leaving before she wakes up?
I have to, while the paths are still there. They're stable now, but that might change. I can't risk waiting. Watch over her for me, okay? Keep her safe?
Of course. Always and forever. I promise.
Come here. I love you. Always and forever. And I'll be back. I pinky promise.
I can feel the magic. It's cold like the winds on the paths.
So, Gareth wrote to say he's visiting soon?
That's good, right? We haven't seen him for a while.
It's good. Sometimes I get the feeling he only visits because of Saga.
Well, he is her godfather. He adores her. Just be grateful she has someone to talk to, Magnus. The stars know she must be sick and tired of us.
Why is it called homework? I'm always home.
What do you mean?
Why is it homework when I never go anywhere? I think it should be called just work.
Good question. And you're right. I need you to clean up and then do your work. All right?
But how can I paint a rainbow if I haven't seen one? I can't paint something I haven't seen. And I'm not allowed to go anywhere, so I'll never see one.
There are pictures of rainbows in your books. Can't you paint from those?
It's not the same. I want to see a rainbow with my own eyes. But how can I paint a rainbow if I haven't seen one? I can't paint something I haven't. Oh, it's red and blue, just like my drawing. It's exactly what I wished for. Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome, baby girl.
Ground control to Major Tom. Who's Major Tom, Papa?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Where did you hear that name?
I think it's a traveler who travels to the moon, like Mama.
I don't think Mama went to the moon, Saga.
But you know what I mean. Someone who travels far away to see new things. Like, an adventurer.
That's all the wards, and Papa's still asleep. He won't be happy when he wakes up. I need to get out of here before then, or he might lock me in the downstairs for a week. So I'll just open a doorway and... It's not working. Why is it not working? All the wards are gone. What's stopping me now? My chest feels warm. Wait, am I glowing?
This is for you, Saga. It belonged to my mother. Keep it close to your heart and know that I'll always be thinking of you, no matter where I am. Even if I'm... Oh, baby girl. You don't understand a word I'm saying, but you will remember when you most need it. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. All worlds, all of time are yours to explore. And as long as you are this, I will find you. I promise.
Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Saga? Saga? Saga, where in the world are you?
Saga! Balance, no, please, no. No, her as well. Don't take her from me. Please don't. I can't do this again. I cannot do this again. Please. Saga.